Hi, I'm Heather from booktubes, and today is an ebook haul. I've not done one of these in a minute. I really don't buy many books, and I use Kindle Unlimited in the library quite a bit, so this is ebooks that I bought, and Kindle Unlimited and library. Also, these are books that I have not put on the TBR. I have not read them. I have not started them. I haven't talked about them at all, basically. And we're going to start off with my only physical book. I know, a physical book, what? This is Love in the Wild by Emma Castle. It's a Tarzan retelling. I was sent it by the author, and I love the cover so much. I don't know why this leaf crown does it for me, but I really love this one. I have not read it yet. I plan on reading it when my children are not home. I think that they will be gone some of the week between Christmas and New Year's to my in-laws. So I kind of am thinking about reading it then. We'll see if my mood allows me to. But Charles from Books on Stereo said that he loves this author. I don't know if he read this book or not, but I do know he loves her books. I know Steph from Steph's Romance Book Talk talked about it, and I can't remember if she just hauled it or read it. And I know that Bree from 11 Words read and loved it. So I'm very excited to get to it eventually. If I got any of your facts wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that that is the recommendations that we're going on here. Okay, books that I bought or were free or 99 cents basically. I will check while editing this to try and have it the most up to date, and in the description it will tell you the price of the book or if it's on Kindle Unlimited, etc. But these are ones that are not on Kindle Unlimited to start, and we have A Hidden Fire by Elizabeth Hunter. I don't know where I heard about this from, but he's been searching for a manuscript for 500 years. I don't think we know what type of paranormal he is. And then he gets a clue, and it turns out that this student librarian might be the key to all of it. And it's their romance. And they're being chased and searching for something. Through libraries, maybe? I don't know. He's like a doctor, professor. I don't know. It sounds like an academic paranormal, and it sounded really interesting, and I got it. Then I have Her Sweet Alpha by Thayer King. This one, Dade Stone is close to 30 and in desperate need of his mate. He's a werewolf, I believe. And he finds her, but she's a human. And I guess that's a problem. I don't know. And Jen from the Book Refuge said that this one was super sweet, like the sweetest alpha romance she'd ever read. And that is like all my buttons, and I want to read it. Then I have Lies by Kylie Scott. I got this one as a recommendation on Instagram. We've read a bunch of the same books. I will try and link her below if I can figure out how, because I swear to God, I'm just challenged when it comes to technology. But we've read a bunch of the same books and enjoyed a bunch of the same books. And she said that this is the one that she liked the most by this author. She breaks things off with her fiance because he's too boring. And then their apartment explodes and she gets kidnapped because it turns out he's actually a spy. And he is and then in the blurb it says he's having a terrible week because he can't catch this person, and his fiance dumped him, and then she gets kidnapped because of his undercover work. And so it turns out maybe he's not so boring, and I just think that sounds so entertaining, and she really highly recommended it. She said she'd reread it a bunch of times, so that's why I got it. Then I have A Match Made for Thanksgiving by Jackie Lau. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. This one Dana had picked for Novella November, and that's where I saw it. And then Izzy from Happy for Now said that she really enjoys this author. It's Asian. I think all the main characters are Asian, and they had a one night stand, and his parents are tired of waiting for grandchildren, so they set all the siblings up with blind dates, and she's the blind date for one of his brothers at their family Thanksgiving. And I think that sounds super entertaining. I didn't get to it. I still might read it, even though it's past Thanksgiving. I might read it soonish, but I didn't get to it during the Thanksgiving season, but I think it sounds super entertaining. Then I have Redemption by Kenya Wright. This is an Asian man and a Black woman, and he escaped the Mafia after his entire family was killed, and she and her 3 kids are running from her monster of an ex, and they end up just like on his land, and then they get snowed in, and then like the ex or the mafia or somebody comes and he has to protect them. And I've been wanting to read Wright, but like I'm scared. I know that like her mafia ones are pretty intense, and I'm kind of hoping that this one's a little less. And it is also set at Christmas, so I just want to know what's gonna happen. Then from the library on ebook right now, I have At Peace, which is the Burg #2 by Kristen Ashley. I had somebody comment and tell me how much she loves Kristen Ashley, and she told me that this was one of her top 2 Kristen Ashley books. And you guys know I love Kristen Ashley, and I haven't read it because I DNF'd the first one because it creeped me out because of the axe murder. I was like, we're all gonna die. So anyways, I've read some other ones of Kristen Ashley's where there is like a murder on the loose and people are dying. So it's not that I can't make it through any of them. But I hadn't picked up any of the rest of the series because I've been creeped out by the first one. But she said this one is fantastic. So Violet is a widow because her husband was killed by a madman. I don't know if this is the same madman from the first book or not because I didn't finish it. I don't know if he got caught in the first one. But she gets out of bed to go tell her neighbor to turn the music down, and he is a security specialist, and he's scarred, and he's broody, and he's angry, and his name is Joe, and he's a security specialist, so he can take care of her, right? But they like start a relationship, and she wants more, and he breaks her heart. And then the guy that killed her husband is obsessed with her, and so then he has to try and protect her. And the person who commented, she said that you would be so mad at him at the beginning, and then you would love him so much, Joe. And so I'm scared, but I'm gonna do it. And I have Magic Shifts by Lona Andrews. This is Kate Daniels' #8, and I want to say I DNF'd this one a while ago because I had read like 20-ish Alona Andrews within like a few months, and I just kind of wanted something quicker. And so I haven't read Alona Andrews at all in 2020. And I really want to pick them back up because they're just the best urban fantasy romances. And this is about Kate and Mate. That is my notes, and I think it's hilarious. It's fine. So Curran is a lion shifter, and he is like the lord of the shifters, and Kate is a mercenary, and that's where you start in the series. And it does take like 3 books for them to have their romance really happening, but at this point they are very much together and mates, and things are escalating in the world. And something, I don't want to give any spoilers, but something that Curran had set up in the hopes of having his family protected didn't pan out, and they are now moving on from that. And I just want to read it. I want to finish the series. I never finished the series. I know some things that happened because I accidentally read a spin-off book, but yeah, I want to see them again. Then I have Return of the Thief, which is the Queen's Thief series, #6 by Megan Whalen Turner. This is a young adult fantasy series about a thief. It is not very tropey. It really has its own spin on things, and every book has a huge reveal and plot twist at the end, and it's just so entertaining and clever. And I reread all the books this fall because this final book, the series finale, came out in October, and I'm finally caught up, and I really want to have read it before my best books of 2020 video, just in case it goes on it. So I'm very excited. I have high hopes and expectations for this book. High expectations. And I want everybody to be happy and everything to turn out okay. So we'll see. Then on Kindle Unlimited right now, I have a bunch of Christmas novellas, which I had talked about in the holiday books I want to read video, so I'm not going to go over any of those. But I also have Huck, which is Golden Glade Henchman #1 by Jessica Gaziella. This is a new motorcycle club series for her, And he is starting a motorcycle club chapter in Florida, I believe. And his neighbor has blue hair and just one in peace, and he kind of accidentally doesn't provide that. And I think they're like polar opposites, and I think they have a super sweet romance because of course they do, because it's Jessica Gaziella and she is queen. I'm very excited to read this one. I haven't picked it up yet. I'm hoping to have picked it up by Christmas. Obviously, I'm trying to read a ton of Christmas books, but I want it. And then I have one more. It's a little bit of a cheat because I won't have downloaded it until tomorrow. So by the time you're watching this, I'll have it. And it is How the Hitman Stole Christmas by Sam Mariano, I think. I can't read my handwriting. If that's wrong, I'll give it. But this is the author of Untouchable, which I have not read, but it is a dubious consent, dark romance in high school that Jen from the Book Refuge raves about. And this is a Christmas book by her, and it's a hitman, and he stops and helps his car alongside the road, and he has pure intentions until he sees her, then he kidnaps her and keeps her because he's getting a new girlfriend for Christmas, regardless of what she has to say about it. And I am just like, I kind of want a dark Christmas romance. I kind of want to read this. So we'll see. It might be too dark for me. We'll see. That's all the books that I have right now that I've not talked about in any capacity and have not started, and really am kind of intending to read sometime in the nearest future. So we'll see, because I'm a mood reader. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if there's a book that you bought or something recently that is just kind of sitting there, even though you want to read it. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.